Hi guys, so when I was doing the eyeshadow declutter I forgot to show you my singles, so that was quite smart of me, wasn't it? I think, shall we see what we can do here? We'll go through the top drawer first. I don't even know if there's anything that I can get rid of, if I'm being completely honest. Well, for a start, there's these by Makeup Revolution. You can see I've got all the shades that I'm probably going to need made by Mitchel, so I don't need these kind of shades, and I don't like them. They're literally, they're messy, they're runny, and I've kept them far longer than I need. I'm just going to declutter them into the bin. I'm not passing them on to anyone. I'm not going to insult anyone. And I think that's everything. But do you want to see what I'm keeping? Right, so I'll show you. So we've got the Plouise wet set. This is really nice. So that's Mango Mistress. I'm keeping that. This is fairly new. This Elf No Budge cream eyeshadow. I use this as a liner. I really need to put this in my Shop My Stash drawer and try and start using it again. So it's in the shade Plateau. This is really nice, but it's on the older side now, so I need to again put this in a project pan. It's a Lottie London in the shade Savage. This is fairly new. I've not had it that long. I got it in a mystery box last year. I think it was mid last year I got that in a mystery box. Then we've got these. I didn't get them last Christmas. I got them the Christmas before, but they're still really good. So we've got the Made by Mitchel. They call them liquid blushes, but would you put that as a blush? I mean, some people might, but I wouldn't personally. So what shade is that? Sorry. So that shade is Minted. Then again, we've got these. So I'm just going to use these as eyeshadow bases. We've got Love Lies. We've got Dream Screen, and we've got this yellow one, which is, what, 1998. Then I've got this Milk base, which is really nice when your eyes are delicate. I use it as a base, but also when my eyes are dry, like from putting on so much makeup, I use it for that as well. And then we've got this one. This is fairly new to my collection. It's a Danessa Myrixks Colour Fix. I don't know if I want to keep it, but I'm going to keep it for now. We'll keep it until spring. So that's what it's looking like now. We've got rid of a few things so far, so that's good. I didn't think I was going to get rid of anything. These Charlotte Tilbury quads, I need to use them. I feel like in the spring they'll be going. So we've got the vintage Vamp, which looks like this. If they don't perform well, then they're going, but for now I'm going to keep them. And then we've got the Dolce Vita, and I've also got a new one that Amy sent to me in Pillow Talk. That Pillow Talk one won't be going anywhere, but these potentially could be. I just use them for mirrors. Then we've got the Dose of Colours Pretty Cool, and I know these aren't singles. I keep my smaller palettes in here. This one's going nowhere. I've shown this before in my palette declutter, so I won't show it again. We've got these really nice quads. I used to have a lot of these, but the only ones I've got now is the Elf Hot Jalopeno, sorry, and then this Rose Water one. So I'm keeping both those. Now we're getting to the single stash. Right, so Amy sent me this. What? Who's it by? Can never see it. Oh, it's by JCAT, and it's one of their glitter. I'll keep it for now. I've not tried it. So it's in the shade Metal, Marbellous Metal. So we need to try this. I don't use glitters that much, and I've got a spare one, so I think I'll give the spare one. I don't know. No, that's Glitterati. Literally. This is the spare one. I think I'll see if my mum wants it. Oh yeah, it's that gold one down there. So it's that gold one down there. My mum might want one. So that's that. Lottie London This is just absolutely stunning. This is in the shade Golden Hour. Let me open it up. Just look at that. It is so filed. It's just really, really pretty. Right, I'm not going to be doing a lot of swatches, but my favourites are going to get swatched. So that's the Lottie London one. Look how foiled that is. Why don't I use that more? I used this recently. It's one of Too Faced. It's a really old one. Socialite singles. It's like a really nice rose gold. So that's what that looks like. Very, very pretty. I'll keep it in the stash for now. Or in the collection, should I say, not the stash. And then we'll see where I am with it in spring. Then I've got this Stila one. Yeah, metallic Laurel. Right, so I've just swatched metallic Laurel. Looks a lot nicer in person. It's a lot more glittery than it looks next to the Lottie London one. I want to just keep it and play around with it and pull it out in singles. Like when I pull out my single eyeshadows for Shop My Stashes. And I want to see if I want to use it. If I don't like it, it will just get decluttered. Okay, this is the one that I was speaking about in a live. Like if you've been watching my lives, you'll know I used the Urban Decay Naked Honey recently. And this, I mean, I could use this in place of the shade Honey. It's the Urban Decay Overdraft eyeshadow. So yeah, I mean, I'm keeping that one. Karen bought that for me. Okay, we've got a Charlotte Tilbury one here. Now, a lot of people say these go bad really, really quickly, and you would expect it to go bad quickly with it being a cream, but I've had this years, guys. So it's the Eyes to Mesmarize in Bette. So that's it there. That's a pretty shade as well. Right, so it's not as soft and creamy as it once was, but you can see it's smooth as butter there. So what we need to do with that one next, that's expensive. I need to pull that out as some kind of eyeshadow base. You can wear it alone as well. It's absolutely fine to do that, but I like to wear eyeshadow too much, so I need to pull that in some kind of project. If not, that's expensive project, something else. And I wouldn't want that to go bad, you know, because I've paid a lot of money for it. So yeah, we're definitely keeping that for the time being. Definitely keeping the Urban Decay Solstice. Let me swatch this because it's one of my favourite shades. So that's Solstice there. It's just like a blue brown, which I've got in palettes as well, but I feel like the Urban Decay one's better because it's more sparkly. So yeah, that's not going anywhere. They do this. So they do this now in this form. But I'm just wondering if it's going to be the same kind of formula. I don't know. Then we've got the Essence Melted Chrome. Why they stopped doing these, I don't know. This one is in Ironic. So pretty. Very metallic. You know, it's virgin on the cool side. Definitely keeping this. Then I've got a different one. I used to have three. I used to have a more golden one, but that went a bit dry. So we've got Zinc About You. Is this the more cooler toned one? I think it might be. Well, that's what that one looks like. I think they're both really, really pretty, and for the price, yeah, for the price, guys, you know, you can't go wrong. Only they don't do them, and if you want to get them from eBay, they're just so expensive, so I'd just rather say no and use what I have. I've got some beautiful eyeshadows in this little collection here, and then we've got Colourpop in the next drawer down. I think if anything, I'll get rid of more Colourpop. I wanted it and she surprised me with it. She surprised me with a couple of things. Right, let's go back to the Dose of Colours one. Right, so the Dose of Colours one is in Teal Me More. It's one of their Block Party shadows. And it's just such a stunning shade. So it's like on a black base, but it's obviously blue. And you can see it's got a purple shift there as well. Shall I try and do a little swatchy for you? Look at that. Look how pigmented it is. Can see the black base, can't you? I said I wasn't doing any swatches at all, so I'm going to have to try and stop this and because I don't think the phone's got enough memory for it. So we'll do the Glaminatrix ones last. I can't tell you the shades, guys, because they're in these little cute little packages, and I should have wrote the names on them, but you can stick a little pin in there and get them out, so I should do that at some point. I don't know if it'll be within this video though. I'll put the bundle that it is around here somewhere so you can see the bundle, then at least you know kind of roughly what shade's what. So we've got these, and I thought I could use these for like doing my nails. Like I use eyeshadow now or pigment, as the case may be, to do my nails, so I'll keep hold of these. This one is in the shade Trippin', and this one is a really nice duochrome in the shade Psychedelic. So yeah, we're keeping those, they can stay there. I've got this really gorgeous Plouise pigment. What shade is it? I'd like more of these. This one's in the shade Twilight Twinkle. Let me try and open it. Right, I've not used it as much as I would like, but I mean, it is stunning. And again, it's shifty. It's like a sky blue, and then it shifts a darker blue, and there's some purple in there. So yeah, definitely keeping that. I've got this Australis Metallics. My friend got me this years ago. And I've got another one, so this is JZ, and I've got another one that's kind of in Project Pan, but I've been ignoring it. This one isn't. Let me show you the shade. Right, I need to try that out a bit more. I mean, it's a gorgeous shade. Is it really me? I don't think I'll use it. Let's declutter it. Okay. We've got this Pastel Roses one down here. So this is a loose pigment in Sweet Peach. I got this for free when I first started buying from Pastel Roses. It's really, really pretty, and again, I can use this for the nails. I don't really need to show it to you, do I? I'm scared that I'm going to end up spilling it in here and it'll be a hot mess. But look, that's the shade there. Really, really pretty. Then I've got this one from Kyma Cosmetics in the shade Atlantic. I'll try and do the same with this. Now, if I can't, this is a multi-chrome, but it's flakes. If I can't do it on the nails, then I'm just going to declutter it in the spring. Same with these, really. I've not really used them that much. So these were Revolution XX. They're multi-chromes. You can see the multi-chrome there. If I hold it there, you can see that it's a purple to gold shift. Do I rate them? I don't know. I think it's going to be a case, again, more of me keeping it around for the nails, and if that doesn't work, decluttering them. Sorry guys, that shade was Flip. Then we have this green one. The shade is Rush, and that looks like that. There doesn't really seem to be that much of a flip. Oh yeah, you can see the blue there. So that's a green to blue flip. And then the last one of this, it's a lot like the first one, the flip. It's purple again. It's Direct. Again, what I'll do is I'll keep it around the collection and just see if I use them. And if I do use them, then they'll stay in the collection. But if I don't, they're going in spring. Right, this is the other Australis Metallics my friend bought for me. And this one is in the shade Guns and Rose Petals. Okay, so that's the shade Guns and Rose Petals. I mean, how pretty is that for a base, or even just for the inner corners? So that's going to go back into my drawer. I need to start making sure I use it, because I've hit pan on it and I'd like to use it up because it's that old. So yeah, we'll move that over there in a second. Okay, right, so these are all Glaminatrix. Like I said, I really couldn't tell you what's what. I can do some swatches for all those of you that haven't seen it, but if you want to check out some really great swatches, I'd go to the Glaminatrix website. But I'll just do them on the back of the hand now, and I'll be back in a second. So we'll do these three first, then those two. No, we'll put that there. Those two, and then that pinky shade. Yeah, we'll do it like that, so you at least know what I'm swatching. So there we go. Okay, so in the end I swatched them in twos. So started off with the cooler tones, then went warmer, and then there's actually a cool tone there, so I should have maybe done it up here. It's a completely different colour story, isn't it? So I just did it like that. And then we've got the swatches here. And look how shiny they are. So we've got the really nice cool tones there. They're my favourite two eyeshadows that I swatched first. Then we've got the more warmer tones there. And then we've got that dark brown. Out of all these eyeshadows, the dark brown I could have done without, but it came as a bundle. So I'm going to try and use it as best as I can. I've only used these shadows one time each. Sacrilege, really, you know, because there was a gift. There was a gift last Christmas, I believe, from Karen. And then we've got that beautiful pink there. See, this is what I mean when I say about that Glamonatrix Christmas palette I bought. The shades are so similar. You're getting a pink, you're getting some cool tones. They're so similar. I don't believe I needed both, so I wish I hadn't bought that Christmas palette that they came out with, which the name is not coming to my mind at the moment, but it will, I'm sure. And if it doesn't, I'll go and look. Right, so all these I'm keeping, all those I'm keeping, so they don't have to go in any particular way. A lot of it is keep till spring and see how you feel. If it's just a case of them staying in this drawer here, they'll be gone. But I do want to put that one in a project pan, that's for sure, because I'll be really upset if that one doesn't get used. And this one as well, really. Right, I'll leave the Charlotte Tilbury palettes there. I thought maybe I'd do the Colourpop ones in a separate video, but let's just do them in this one. Oh, there's another little palette here. Oh, and my Charlotte Tilbury's there as well. So I'm keeping those. Let's move the mirrors. Why is that there? I don't know why that's there. I'm going to take that out. I was probably wiping my fingers and I just put that there. Take that and give it a wash. Right, so Colourpop. This is going to be tricky. I know a lot of them have dried up. These haven't. We'll keep these. So Just a Glitch, and what one was this? High Society. Keep them for now. I'm going to go through these Colourpop ones. I'm going to see what are dry, what's not dry, and then I'll come back. Right, so far, those 5 and them are going. That one there I'm keeping. It's, for some reason, this is really creamy. Telepathy. But all the rest are, well, I don't know about those 4. But these are dry as a bone. So yeah, they're all going to go. I can tell you the shades that are going. This is one of the newer ones, which is a shame. So this is the Chase the Light. Then we've got Drift. We've got the one Lisa sent to me. It's really dry and I won't be able to revive it. Empire. Porter. Mooning. Midnight. And Moon Daisy. That's one of the newer ones as well. I really wanted that for a long time when I got it. Note to self and to all you others, use your Colourpop singles, because I'm just thinking now about all the money that's wasted. I did use them a few times, so that's better than nothing. I've got a feeling that one's going, and I don't know what the consistency of these are, but I'm hoping the Tinkerbell one is alright. I think I might keep the Tinkerbell one anyway for the packaging. These ones are on the verge of drying out. I'm going to keep them. It's the Wave Breaker. It goes with the High Tide palette, so I want to try and incorporate these with the High Tide palette at least a few times. I mean, look at them. They're still very pigmented, but I can feel they're on the verge of drying out. this Raw Beauty Christie one is going to. I mean, I love that shade. It's just such a shame. So yeah, that's going. And I've saved the best one for last. I mean, look how cute it is. Like I said, even if it is dried out, I'm going to keep the packaging. Right, so this is what we're left with. And we've got all this space. I'm keeping the green one. The green one's pretty creamy. What is this called? I keep forgetting the name. It's Straight Until Morning. Right, so 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. 8 Colourpop have been decluttered, along with what I've already decluttered. Oh, this isn't being decluttered though. Don't want to get rid of that. And what's this? I don't know about this either. Let's try this one out. Yeah, it's still 8. It must have fallen. So we've got some nude sticks, singles in here. Not singles, like eyeshadow crayons. I guess I can show you them now. Okay, right. So here they are. I think there's at least one that I can actually get rid of. So what shade is this? Smoke. So I'll swatch these and you can see what they look like. Smoke is nice and creamy, so that's that one there. So let's go on to the next one. One of these I've got 2 of, so I don't know if I need both of them. I mean, it might be nice to have a backup, but I don't really use these kind of things anyway. So I might give one to my mum. So we've got Copper Foil. Copper Foil is also nice and creamy. It's a very nice shade. Then we've got Lilith. No, Lilith is dry as a bone. That one's going. Then we've got Rustique. So Rustique's just a little bit darker than that other one that I swatched. And then the last one, what shade is this? Guilt. So there is no other shade. I thought there was another shade that I could pass on to my mum. There isn't. So that's all of them there. They're all very, very pretty. I'm going to keep them till spring. If I don't use them, I'll find someone that does. So that's that there. Because what's the point in keeping stuff if I'm not going to use them? And you can see how much makeup I've got. This is it an empty Pandora box? Yeah. Keep that there. Right, and we've got then all these. I want to see if any of these have dried out and what I should be getting rid of. Okay, this is going to be a lot of swatches. Let's swatch one that I'm almost certain it's going to go. This Stila. Stila ones never last long. I used to have loads of Stila liquids, but they dried out. So this is Ethereal. Let's swatch this. It's not dried out completely. It actually feels wet, but I don't know. It looks patchy in places. Can you see? So we're going to get rid of that. Now, I do really love this one. If it's still in date, which it's just really, really old, it's the Essence Metal Shock. And they've stopped doing these as well. What shade is it? Stars and Stories. So let's try. Right, what I'm going to do is I'm just going to swatch everything, check what I want to keep, what I want to declutter. That Stars and Stories by Essence I'm definitely keeping. It looks really nice. So I'm just going to go through all this by myself off camera and I'll let you know what I'm decluttering, if anything, just because I don't have lots of memory to be showing you swatches. So I'm going to go in this order here. These are all Pixie. I'm hoping at least the mint green one is savable, that I don't have to declutter that, because it's a really unique colour in my collection. If you look, you know, I've got golds and bronzes like all throughout really. So I think I'll be getting rid of these 2 Urban Decay ones. No, these 2, sorry, because they're old. And they're the Mooondust. Let me show you. Even the name's gone off it, but they're the Mooondust ones. I'm not even going to swatch them. I'm just going to get rid of them because I know they'd be dried up by now. They were dried up last time I tried to use them. I'll just show you the swatches of these. And it's not perfect, and by now you can see other eyeshadows underneath. but these are all the Pixie ones. Definitely keeping all of them. I'm going to try and use them more. Right, so we've got 3 MUA Glow Rollerballs. I'm going to keep all these because look at how pigmented. That blue though, how stunning is it? I do like them all, so I'm going to keep all 3 of those. Okay, so we've got the Q Best and the Profusion back there. I'm keeping both them. And then we've got the last one over here is the W7 OTT. What shade is this? Because I've got Out of the Blue, I think, which is in Project Pan. Oh yeah, Purple Prism. So that's those 3 shades there, so I'm keeping all them. And like I said, I've got... Right, so this cut off here, so we've got the W7 OTT. To the blue. I don't know why I forgot that shade then, but that's what that looks like. I'll do a little swatch of it. It's supposed to be a dupe for the Sigma ones, but I've found that these last a lot longer than the Sigma ones. So that's Out of the Blue. So once I've used Out of the Blue, I'll probably bring this one in to the That's Expensive Project Pan, even though it's not that expensive. But yeah, I just want to use them up, and then obviously I need to use all these up. Would I buy any liquid eyeshadows again? Probably not, to be honest. I don't use them enough. And it's the same with Super Shocks. I just don't use them enough. I want to use what I've got. I want to use what I've got more. And yeah, this is it, guys. So this is the collection of single eyeshadows.